Hello loves, I want to thank you so much for coming back to my channel today. If today is your first time, I want to welcome you. On today's episode, I will be showing you how I make my simple, delicious and rich baked fish pies recipe. Look at that. They are so delicious. If you are interested, please keep watching and stay tuned. Once again, I want to thank you so much for coming by today. Do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to share and to like this recipe if you loved what you just saw. Please keep watching and let's get started. Hello loves, I want to thank you so much for coming back to my channel today. If today is your first time, welcome. Okay, today I'll be making my baked fish pies recipe. Here are the simple ingredients you need. We need the crust for the pies and the filling. So for the crust, I have 3.5 cups of all-purpose flour. I have 2 tablespoons of baking powder, half a teaspoon of salt. I have some fresh milk here. I'm using 8 tablespoons of butter. In addition to that, I'm adding my all-vegetable shortening, okay? Here I have measured the baking powder. So this is for the crust. I'm going to move on to show you the filling. So for the filling, I'm using 2 cans of tuna in oil. I will be adding a teaspoon of my nutmeg. Here I have my crushed red pepper flakes, just to give it a little kick. If you don't want your filling to be spicy, please omit this, okay? Here I have my grated carrot and I have about a stick and a half. I have a small tomato diced. My green onions, I have sliced that. A teaspoon of salt. I have my seasoning stocks. Use whatever trusted seasoning of your choice. I have my dry oregano and grounded thyme. I'm also using a teaspoon of my minced garlic, okay? To saute all these ingredients, I'll be using my coconut oil. So this is how simple the ingredients are. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I want to thank you so much for coming by. With our filling, I'm going to measure 2 tablespoons of my coconut oil. Now I'll be adding my tuna. The reason why I didn't use lots of oil was because the tuna contains lots of oil itself. Okay? I wanted to eliminate too much of grease in the filling. Let's give it a nice gentle stir. Doesn't it look good? So colorful. So I'm going to leave this to cook for about 2 minutes and then I'll come back and check up on it. So our flavorsome filling has been cooking for about 2 minutes. It's almost close to cook, but before it is finished cooking, the next thing I want to add now is about half a teaspoon of my nutmeg, okay, just to flavor the seasoning. And here I'll be adding about half a teaspoon of my pepper flakes. You don't want to make it too spicy. And finally, we will be adding our salt, okay? So just go ahead and give everything a gentle stir. I wish you can smell this. The coconut oil with the nutmeg and the fresh ingredients with the tuna. It just smells amazing over here right now. I just wish you can smell it. So as you can see, this filling doesn't have a lot of oil in it, right? That is how you want your filling to be. You don't want too much oil in it. okay? Because then you are going to place it in your dough and you don't want it to be too soggy. So this is perfect. So here I'm just going to allow it to cook for an additional 2 minutes and our filling is ready. Please keep watching as we do that. So here our filling is completely cooked and ready to go. Now we'll be moving on to make our crust. So at this point, I'll be adding all the ingredients together. So after you have mixed your batter and your shortening inside your flour, it's supposed to look crumbly like this, okay? So this is good enough for me. And also when you hold it together like this, see how it's able to come together in the form of a ball? It means that there is enough grease in it. So the next thing I'm going to be doing right now is to add my milk and then mold it into smaller balls, and then go ahead and then save it inside the fridge and allow the gluten inside the flour to relax, okay? But that is what I'm trying to get to right now. So here we have gotten to step 3 of our pie recipe. At this point, we are going to roll the dough, cut it into the shapes that we like, and then bake them, okay? So the filling is ready, it's cooled, completely cooled. We have a little bit of flour to dust our cutting board with. Here is our molded crust. It's been in the fridge for about 15 minutes, so the gluten has completely relaxed. We need a tray to bake our pies on them. Here is the pie cutter and the shape of the pie, okay? We're gonna use this, the back of it, to cut the pie, and then we are going to fold it to create the pie that we like, okay? Over here, this is my milk and my egg. All we need to do is to beat this to make sure it's completely incorporated and mixed together. And then once that is taken care of, we'll need our brush. Use this brush to brush on top of the pie to make sure that it has that beautiful golden brownish look after baking. So this is simply what we are going to do right now. So keep watching as I show you how to roll the pie. I'm going to use my fork to kind of poke the top of the pie. That way when it's cooking, it can cook well. And then the next thing I'll be doing now is to use my egg wash and rub it on top of it to give me that beautiful brownish color look, okay? I have my oven at 325 degrees Fahrenheit and I'm going to bake them for about 25 to 30 minutes or until when they are all golden brownish. Wow, look at that. Our fish pies are ready. Look at the crust. It's so rich. This recipe is so delicious. I hope that you'll be able to give it a try. Also, do not forget to share this recipe with friends and loved ones. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to click on the notification button so you can get my new uploads. Should you have any questions, leave them down below for me. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Once again, I want to thank you so very much for coming by today. Also, I do have a video for my fried fish pies. Do not forget to check that one out. If you don't want it baked, you can also have it fried, okay? Okay, till then, bye for now. I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.